Hey, real quick, I wanted to introduce to you one of my good friends, Dr. Mona Vaughn, all the way from LA. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Of course.
She is here, and she is going to share with us some of the biggest mistakes vegans or people that are getting into a fully vegan diet make. All right, so Dr. Mona Vaughn has an interesting story about why she became a vegan, and what I really like to hear is about your experience as being a pharmacist as well. You want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'd love to. I became a vegan actually because my brother was having some heart palpitations, and he went to a cardiologist who told him to go vegan because it would reduce stress. My father went to the same doctor who also told him to go vegan. So then I decided, out of support for the family, we should all go vegan so that nobody felt bad. But then I'm the only one who stuck with it. I'm still working on them to stick with it. But when doctors, especially cardiologists, are like highly encouraging you to do that to stay off medicine, it's pretty powerful.
That's crazy.
So it started off with health, and then it became an animal cruelty thing. You know, once you see how poorly animals are treated, then it became an environmental thing. So now it's just everything.
It's all encompassing.
It's all encompassing. So many reasons. But I'm a pharmacist, so traditionally I've been taught like different medicine and what you can use, but I try to use diet as much as I can to prevent the need for medicine.
Yeah. And that's uncommon nowadays.
Very.
So we're excited to hear from you and what you have going on.
Yeah, thank you.
So what are, you gonna go over 3?
Yeah, I think 3 of the most common ones.
So 3 of the most common ones on this Saturday strategy. If you get anything at all, you learn anything, make sure you follow Dr. Mona. We're gonna leave her link in this video at the end of it as well. And then also make sure you share this, because there's a lot of misconceptions about what you should be doing, and more importantly, what you shouldn't be doing as a vegan as well. So let's get into this.
Okay, so the first one I think is talking about not being intimidated to go out to eat, or not thinking that you don't have any options. I think this is what stops a lot of people from even experimenting with the vegan diet at all.
A big problem that a lot of people run into when becoming a vegan is they starve themselves, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. They starve themselves because, or they think they have to. They don't think they have options. So when you're going out to eat, you don't have to only go to grassy, like vegan restaurants. You can go anywhere, like
anywhere.
A steakhouse.
Yeah.
I can find plenty to eat at a steakhouse. All you have to do is think outside the box a little, like look at the sides. So when you're eating steak, like that's the only thing that's not vegan. So you can get the mashed potatoes with no butter. You can get a side of green beans. You can get rice. You can get mushrooms. I usually have more on my plate than everyone else. But what comes along with that is also having the confidence to ask for it. Some people think that it's a bother, but especially in 2016, veganism is not that uncommon.
It's actually probably more of a trend now than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, being healthy is trendy, so people, it's okay.
Yeah, so number 2.
Number 2 is reading labels. So this one's huge.
So I laid some stuff out.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is the worst stuff I could find in my house. All right, so which one do you want to look at? Chocolate?
Yeah, let's look at chocolate. All you have to do is look on the label, see if there's any milk ingredients. By the way, cocoa butter is not dairy, so it's vegan. Cocoa butter
is vegan?
Cocoa butter is vegan.
I put cocoa butter on my skin.
You do?
Yeah.
Feels
Can you
good,
tell?
right? Yeah, you have very smooth skin.
All right.
Whey is often used as a filler.
Yeah.
So things that you don't think are vegan, or you don't think have dairy, oftentimes do. Oh, you know what's a good one? Marshmallows.
Marshmallows?
Marshmallows have gelatin, which is basically pig skin. Comes from the collagen. It's not cute.
Should we show a picture of like where gelatin comes from?
Probably. You'll never.
You've seen the
want to eat it
nasty
again.
photo, right?
Oh, I've seen a lot. I try not to look because I'm already against it.
We're gonna show you.
Yeah, it's super important to read labels because a lot of foods you think are vegan aren't.
One of the biggest issues people run into in becoming vegan is the whole mindset behind it. They think it's all or nothing, and it's simply not so. I know you talk about this.
I think a lot of people get really hard on themselves if they make a mistake, and the bottom line is we're human, and it's not like a drug addiction where if you go back once, you're done. It's okay if you make a mistake sometimes. If you're traveling, like if there's no other options and I have to eat a protein bar with whey, I'm not going to kill myself.
Yeah.
You go back and you just remember why you went vegan in the first place, and it's okay.
Well, and I think becoming vegan is it's more self-love. You know, it's more self-love for you, for the environment, and everything that you do it for.
It's compassionate.
So, yeah, super compassionate.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming on and sharing your information.
Yeah, of course. This was fun.
Yeah.
I hope you guys learned something.
So make sure you follow Dr. Mona Vaughn. I'm going to leave her link below. And check us both out on Snapchat. We'll pop that up. If you learned anything at all, share it. Anything else you want to leave them with?
I think you covered it. He's pretty good.
Get it?
Yeah.
Okay. As always, Remember, we're in this together.
Nice.
I got it?
Yeah.
You did good.
Thank you.
Hug it out.
You rocked it.